Hello, my name is. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry because it seems that my audio in my computer doesn't work well, so I'm using subtitles uh, in case uh, my sound is not recording. Okay, so in this opportunity, I would like to present my analysis, my membership analysis on PTXYZ firm during the 2019 period until 2022. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about the data cleaning. Uh, uh, the objectives of this analysis uh, consists of four four items. The first is growth and historical data of membership. Second is churn rate, meaning to calculate the churn rate of the membership. The third is revenue calculation in USD, US dollar. And the last is distribution of membership based on country, state, account manager, and membership plan. The challenges. Okay, the challenges is in this in data that is provided, there are no metadata, and uh, the database designer is unavailable as reliable source to consult to if any doubt about the data rise during analysis. So during when I do the analysis, there are times when I'm confused about the structure and of the data, uh, but there is no one to consult to, uh, and because of that, I can only making assumption in order to get the work done. Next, okay, this is the data cleaning on membership data. Before we have about 248 non-nulls record, and after are still the same, but the total data changes from 249 to 248. And these changes are caused because I remove one record specifically because the record has null data and in all columns. So this is the snippet of the membership data. As seen here, the membership ID is in integer and membership amount in float. This is a string, and this is a date time. This is string, 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 and string. So this is the cleaning log, as I said earlier. So I remove only one all null data at index 248. That is the last record on the membership data. In member log data, before we have 6,873 records. In all columns, there seems to be all of them are non-nulls, but after the cleaning, some column reduced has reduced significantly the number of it, while the total record are still the same. So this is the snippet of the data. So so basically the reduced non-null data because uh, previously these node data are white spaces, meaning that they are basically uh, a string that is a no character. So I replace them all with a null value. In upside date, all white spaces are replaced with not a time, and as well as this one, and this one. Okay, next. So in this cleaning, I attempt to remove duplicate records, but as you can see earlier, there are uh, no shrink, no shrinkage in total data in all member log data. So all data is still on 6,873 records total. But while by assigning null values to white space data, in some column, the non-null value shrinks. And now we are on the membership transaction cleaning. So before cleaning, we have a total of 2,353 records. All are non-nulls. But after the cleaning, the total data are remain the same, and non-nulls are remain the same. So basically, there are no change in the shape of the data. Only the data types is changed. So, for example, charge amount charge amount should be an integer, right? Or a numeric that can be operation with arithmetical operator. So I change it to float, and other data that I change are transaction date. So transaction date from object to date time. Okay, this is the membership transaction snippet. As you can see, the charge amount. This is a float now, not a string. The membership are integer. The currency. This is a white space, still white spaces. So this is only displays the five most record. So five topmost record in the data. Okay, next. So we come into objectives. Uh, if you recall earlier, we have four objectives. Because I don't have uh, comprehensive metadata and no one to consult to, so I must make assumption. How does the data work? The assumption I made is first, that is a member must activate to be eligible to membership program. Second, once activated, member can upsell, meaning he increase in member class, perhaps from bronze to silver, gold, and above. He can upsell, renew meaning it prolongs their membership, or cancel or churn. And my last assumption is once canceled or churn, a member need to reactivate again to be eligible to membership program. Once again, I'm not quite sure about the the truth of my assumption because there were no one to consult to. The in the left side, we can see that all event name that is in member log data. So we have a total of 377 member activated events, 3,800 membership updated events, etc. This can be seen here. Okay, now about data insight. So after data cleaning is done, uh, I I kind of try to comprehend the data, and from exploring the data, doing the exploratory data analysis, I found that uh, same event and same log time can happen with different event time value. Meaning, maybe I have this is the example. So you can see here that membership updated event both happens on the same date and on the same member ID, but they have different event. This is a updated time updated time event. So they have two different time. We can see below it is membership churn updated. So this event happen at the same log time and at the same member ID, but they have different churn time event. So it is recorded in the database that the churn event happen in different time. I have no idea which one is correct. Once again, this need to be consulted to the database designer in order to be able to determine which one is correct and which is wrong. And this is another example. There are many examples like this that I found. I even found that in one ID, uh, we can one ID can activate twice, while in between there are no churn or cancel events. That again needs consultation. Why such thing happen? Okay, so the next is data insight is member captured event happen only in this particular time only in 26 December 2022. So perhaps in analysis we can neglect it. And in ID, for missing member ID has no record. For example, in membership data, we have member ID 1, 2, 4, and 5, and 3 is missing. If member ID 3 is searched in member log and member transaction, we won't find any record. So any missing number, usually member ID is are in order. But as you can see there are numbers that missing from the order. Uh, my exploratory data found that the uh, missing ID number does not exist in member log or in member transaction data. Second, ID set of membership and log is the same. 8 IDs missing in transaction. This means that, for example, I forgot apa, if I'm not wrong, the total number of uh, ID on membership data are about 247. These 247 unique ID can also be found in membership log, but 8 of them are missing from the transaction data. We will get back this later for my additional insight. Okay, next is one ID can activate twice in different time with no cancel or churn. I'm sorry, what I mean is no cancel or churn in between, because it will break my data assumption that uh, I explained earlier. And the last one is one ID can exist in log, member log, meaning without activation earlier. So uh, if we group member log data by ID and then sort them by log time, there are some IDs where the first record are not member activated events. Since we have assumption that member must activate to be eligible to membership program, so logically, uh, when he first enter the member log data, it should always be a member activated program. But I have found that some ID have no activation earlier. So I assume this as member that the PT XYZ have before 2019. Okay, I have explained this. Now we come to objective 1. In objective 1, this is my approach in getting the work done. First is an initial member is defined by the number of ID whose first column event is not membership activated. So this is what I explained earlier, that some ID uh, some ID its first record are not membership activated. So we assume that it is a member that is already a member before 2019. And my analysis found about 13 IDs. Second, every ID membership status is tracked using status column. Switch true if activated and switch false if cancel or churn event. This is done to avoid double calculation for activate event happen twice on an ID and cancel and churn happen multiple times on an ID. So as you can see here, this is the the data for all member activated event, member churn event, and member cancel event. So I set it if it is activated, then the status will be true, and if it is churn or cancel, it will be set as false. So for every ID, it's like a switch, you know. When it's detect it is activated, it will be set to true. And if in next record it found that the ID has member activated event again, it will still set to true. So it will effectively count the membership as 1 instead of 2, because we have 2 membership activated event. The same goes for cancel and churn event. So we can reduce as if the number of member is reduced twice. When one ID has cancel event, the switch will be turned off. And even after cancel event, if there are no activate event after and there is a churn event, the switch will still go off, meaning that ID will not be calculated as the active member at March year period, the current March year that uh, being calculated. So this is the result from objective 1. So first we have initial member of 13, and after the graph goes up and down, and the company reach its peak on about to January 2021, and afterward it's it's coming up and down until uh, the end of 2022. Next, we are going to calculate the churn rate. So the churn rate is the initial uh, initial. As you can see here, the churn rate is customer churn uh, divided by initial member. The initial member is the first record we have. This is a snippet of the data frame that I have calculated. This is the first, and later down below we have the customer churns is the initial member, the first record uh, subtracted by the last record in 2022, and the calculation result that the company has churn rate of about 61.53%. Next, for objective 3, there are assumptions that I must make. The first is that white spaces in currency is assumed as US dollar, since all the company in the data is located in America, but some of them use uh, use different currency than US dollars. So I must make assumption that most of them, the white spaces, are US dollars, since they are all located in America. And uh, the conversion is listed here. As you can see, on every currency, this is based on today's conversion rate. So this is the objective 3. Objective 3 here, you can see that the first 5 record of the data that I process. So this is all are considered as US dollar, so the conversion still the same. And after the calculation, it is found that the total income from 2019 to 2022 is about 6,590,590.32 dollars. Okay. Next. Oh, I must give explanation that the summary, the summation of the all USD conversion is done only on records where the status of the record is success, because there are records that is where the status is not success. Those records are not included here. Next. Okay, for objective 4, this we can see the distribution of membership based on membership plan, that most of our customers are uh, in bronze membership, about 70.2%, and next is silver on 19.4%, and uh, gold on 5.6%, and lastly is custom on 4.8%. So it is recommended that we have a policy to make bronze member can stay longer, since we know earlier that we have a churn rate about 60%. That is a very high churn rate, and it's not very good for business. Second, for the distribution of membership based on key account manager, we have 5 people here, and it seems that Mr. Derek would need to work harder so he can catch up with uh, his friends how to get member for the company. Next, for the distribution of membership based on country state, as seen here, we have a very high number of country state, but we can see here that most of our customer came from Maine, and the list of our customer are coming from Delaware. So perhaps we can make a policy uh, that can attract more customers from Maine or Nevada, New York, Florida, New Mexico, those that has high frequency of membership. Next. Okay, so this is the additional insight that I said earlier, that 8 transaction data has 8 ID less than member log and member data. So this 8 ID, because it doesn't show on member transaction, uh, its income are not recorded. So it begs the question, where did the money go? So it needs to be investigated further if there are fraud happening. And these are uh, the company, the 8 company that is not included in membership transaction. As you can see, these are the names of the company, and its contact person, and its key account manager. So perhaps the company can uh, contact the account manager to find out what what happens in this said companies. Okay, that's all I can give for this presentations. Thank you for your time and for attention. So, goodbye.